Wike soldiers altercation. Respect the uniform. No offense committed. General Rabo Matawali.
Well, the military people are digging down. There's not much to say about this. Wike put up an offense yesterday, a defense yesterday, as if he was doing this on behalf of the people. No. I still maintain that nobody is interested in the land affairs of the admiral. That happens every day. Wike himself has been accused of taking land from A and giving to B. That is not what we are saying. Is that what some of us are saying is that your public conduct. You see, people should be very careful. Because in any argument, they want to divert your mind from the point that you are making. What some of us are saying is that the public conduct of the minister is unbefitting of a minister of the Federal Republic. And this thing has become serial. There is a video when this man was governor. He was pointing to a traditional ruler in his state. He said, you, fake.
Stop shaking your head. Because that's sacrifice. You should stop shaking your head. You are one of those who are causing problem. They gave you chieftaincy, a young boy, so you don't even know what to do with it. And then when I'm speaking, you are shaking your head like this. Oh, fake. Causing problem everywhere. You just go and wear something that's bigger than you. When somebody looking for power, and you would think that an elderly person, very small young man, this man. I know when I was in school, he was running around, going for errand. Now he's wearing Osman Danfodio. Then you begin to breach a protocol. He thinks that when he's shaking his head, that I will be happy. That's fake.
That one was not in agreement with his speech. That was the offense he committed. And we cannot continue to have that kind of nonsense. So nobody should come and tell us any long story about some military. No. The man's public conduct, least of it all, calling somebody in uniform, whether he was a toddler or whatever, saying he was a fool, insulting him, only for him to turn around. Part of his defense is that people can lose their temper. Excuse me. If you are somebody who can lose his temper, you are not fit for public office. That's what it is. There is something called comportment. So there's not much story here. The military guys are digging deep. They want their pound of flesh. I also find it, Sheriff, completely embarrassing that close to 3 days after this incident, the government has not issued a statement. Is it that they have contempt for us? Is it that the government cannot see the danger, cannot see something coming in what has happened? Is it that the government doesn't read signals, or is it at a complete loss as to what to do? I'd like people to think about that very well. This is a crisis. It's a crisis. A federal minister, calls a man in uniform a fool. He insults him. He calls him a fool. Forget about whether the admiral sent up. That is neither here. We are talking of the public conduct. What if the gentleman had reacted and there was a shootout? What would you be saying? What was exhibited there that day, and the government not responding up to now, shows that there's a central control breakdown. And I am sorry I have to make this example. It would never have happened that way under Obasanjo. By the 7 o'clock of that same evening, you would have gotten a statement read at the news. Even if a statement like, the government considers what happened today unfortunate, we want everybody to remain calm, and very soon the government would react. Just something to at least keep. Instead, the government wants to pretend as if the presidency rather wants to pretend as, and your ministers are now contributing to the debate that has ensued. And the government at the center, the presidency, has not made any statement at all. I think it is very, very unfortunate. And it strengthens my belief that this present government does not have the wherewithal to run this country. It's a pity. It's a pity.
If you have listening tools, and I expect the government to have, listen to what's happening on radio, listen to what's happening on television, filter the internet and see the opinion of Nigerians, what you are going to find out is that the federal government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu has a wicked problem. And what is this wicked problem? An energetic, competent, goal-driven, with evidence of performance on one side, but a mismanaged, excessively irritating and garrulous aide who has no capacity to understand that you are a minister, you are representing a president. The amount of invectives you put out at people increases their ability for them to, first of all, dislike you, and then by inference begin to dislike your principal, who then makes everybody believe that you have been given the liberties to disrespect everybody in the country. You had a problem in Rivers, you were backed. People didn't like that. You seem to have issues with almost all our revered leaders in the country, whom you have no ears talking to them anyhow, speaking to them anyhow, disrespecting them. People tolerated it. You are constantly in the media, screaming, shouting, bellowing, jumping, saying it anyhow you like. People are slowly but gradually unhappy. And suddenly, you have to do a ministerial responsibility that could have been done via administrative correctness. But in your, I'm bigger than everybody, I'm very strong, I'm this and that, you put yourself in a situation where a junior ranking officer is now forced to hold the line before you and made yourself and the entire government you represent to become the caricature of joke. Let me advise so that they know. I once asked Chief Obasanjo one day when he had finished that, sir, how do you people control, how do you get the army and the armed forces to behave in civilian regime? He paused and said to me, Segun, you are the son of a soldier, I went to military. That's a good question. Now let me educate you. And I'm sharing it so that they can learn that, look, the armed forces are well trained. They are really, really expensively trained, and they are really good and professional. They will not take orders from a person whom they see is a little bit not properly or professionally able to give them orders. Rather than that, they will stay their ground, or they will just say yes sir and not carry it out. That the way to manage civilian-military relationship is to ensure that you are up to speed yourself in your own ways and you are professional yourself. Then you can then, engage them. At the end of the day, okay, tell me, have you not looked all over the world and look at the quantity of skits that they are making? You can't run government like that. You cannot be an irritating, garrulous aide of a government. You will make everybody even begin to dislike and hate the government you say you are serving. You are not serving at your behest. Yes, you are the minister of FCT. You are serving us. You are serving the citizens of Nigeria. You are serving at the behest of the president.